you can start.
Welcome to all the beautiful souls to week 15 Spark Ignite Your Inner Light. It is hosted by Paima, Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa. This platform is dedicated to youth, wherein each week different masters share their wisdom here. But before today's wisdom sharing, let's all ground ourselves, find that steadiness within ourselves in each and every cell of your body so that we are ready for what's there is in today's session. Let's all close our eyes, sit in a comfortable posture. If you are sitting on a chair, just cross your legs and clasp your hands. Put it on your thighs or your lap. Try to be as calm as possible. Let's all take 3 deep breaths. Inhale from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. Again. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. In the midst of the chaos of our life, let's focus on our breath, the incoming and outgoing. The warmth of the air in your nostrils. Let's scan our body from down to top, starting from our toes to our head. With every exhale, let yourself, your body calm more and more. Look at your toes, bottom of your feet, ankle, calves, knees, thighs, pelvic region, your middle portion of the body, your esophagus, stomach, liver, spleen, pancreas, small and large intestine, kidneys, abdomen. Relax. From starting of your spine to the tip of your head. Let your each and every vertebra relax. Shoulders, forearms, elbows, wrist, your hands. Last 1 minute, friends. Start feeling your body again. Feel your toes, feel your hands. Let's put our hands on our eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open our eyes with a beautiful smile. Thank you so much, everyone. Before moving forward, let's switch on our videos quickly with your beautiful smiles. It's not a lecture, guys. Please turn on your videos. So the speaker for today, we have Prasanna ji, Dr. Lakshmi Prasanna, who is fondly called by as Dr. Sakhi by her clients. She has completed her bachelor's in naturopathy and yogic sciences, and also she has completed Doctor of Medicine in clinical naturopathy. She has completed numerous certification programs, and she is a eager learner and has become knowledgeable in gut sanskar, Reiki, sound healing, infertility counseling, menstrual care, and pregnancy care through naturopathy and yoga. She truly believes that as you think, so you become. Yatha bhavam, tatha bhavati. And she majorly works with women and their menstrual health. She has also worked on women with having multiple issues in their hormones like PCOD, PCOS. And today she'll be talking about conscious eating. I hope everyone enjoys it. Over to you, ma'am.
Namaste, all of you. Thank you, Kritiji, for the opportunity. I hope all of you can hear me. Can I go ahead?
Yes, yes.
Namaste, all of you. Very happy to see all of you gathering here for a meditation, that too on a Sunday evening IST. And yeah, great job by all of you. Let us keep it interactive as well so that it will not bore you. Just want to ask a quick question to all of you. What is food according to you? Because today the topic is about conscious eating. As Kriti ji said, I'm a naturopathy yoga doctor by profession. So what to eat, what not to eat is my job. To talk about it is my job. But I'm not sure every time will people around really like it or not. I have this question a lot. So just want to quickly ask, what is food according to you? Can you just type so that it will be helpful for me? I can read the comments later also. So I was introduced to meditation and naturopathy both by my parents. Father has introduced me to naturopathy and then meditation also eventually in the year 2002 2003, while I was hardly 9 10 years old girl. So both were parallel in my life, naturopathy and meditation. So I always got the utmost benefit of both conscious eating and mindful meditation together in my student days, as well as in my career in many ways. If you ask me how is conscious eating really important for our career or for our teenage, I'll just tell you in the next 20 25 minutes. Try to stay with me. If you have any questions, let us keep it at the end. I will be only asking the questions and I will be only delivering the answers for the same. So the questions are: what to eat, what not to eat, how to eat, how not to eat, when to eat, when not to eat. 6 questions. What to eat is always a vast topic. Do you know why? Because if you open your Instagram or Facebook page, there are already hundreds of people not actually done or studied nutrition or naturopathy or Ayurveda. Someone who might have got benefited by someone, and they just started propagating the same, having good intention if they are doing it well, but sometimes with half knowledge they will be publishing the data. So many a times clients come and ask me, Prasanna, you say this is good, but here the YouTuber is telling this is bad. What has to be done? So over the years, what I've understood, again trying to correlate the meditation, whatever I have learned through meditation, whatever I have gained through meditation, what I will answer them is, why don't you listen to your body? Because what to eat is something will always vary from person to person. As a physician, someone who has acidity may not be able to eat something, to someone who has hypertension will not be able to eat something as that of a someone with diabetes mellitus. All these terms may look big to you, but what I'm trying to tell you, food is medicine, so it will vary. Like how for hypertension we give a separate medicine, for diabetes there is a separate medicine, just like that the food also. So what to eat should not be questioned by too many people. You should be able to answer to yourself. So what to eat, I will tell at the last. So meanwhile, you can also think what is good for you. Let us start with how much to eat. How much to eat? So consider each organ has its own shape, but fortunately, stomach will keep on bulging its size based upon how much food we stuff inside. That is the only peculiar feature of the stomach organ, which did not have for heart or liver or lungs. They remain the same shape. But when it comes to stomach, it is like a balloon. So how much air you put into the balloon, the size increases, right? Just like that, the food, as you put more and more food, the stomach size will increase, and eventually the next day and coming days it will ask us the same load and same quantity. So how should you understand how much should you eat? You might have the delicious food in front of you. So how did meditation help me to control my portion of eating? If I, as a physician, tell you eat only this much, you may listen to me for 2 days, 3 days, fourth day, but later your emotions will not agree. The questions arise to me so many questions. Listen, we have one single life. How can we do like that? But then meditation taught me it's not single life for the soul. Soul takes multiple lifetimes. We learn a lot. And meditation taught me that, there is God residing inside me, and this body, in Telugu we have a proverb called Jiude Devudu Dehame Devalayam, means body is temple and the one residing inside is God. So how will you treat the God? Just like that, we have to treat our body. So consider this as the stomach. We have to divide it into four quadrants. So in four quadrants, the one fourth should be for air circulation. Just imagine I put all 10 of us into a very small congested room. You get irritated and frustrated at me. Imagine if we are divided into four different rooms and only, 3 or 4 of us are there in each single room. We feel good because there is better air circulation, there is ventilation, there is movement to there is space for movement, etc. Just like that, the food inside the stomach also needs movement, needs space for movement, needs air, everything. So one fourth should always be for air circulation only, and one fourth we generally keep it for water. So preferably half an hour before the meals, half an hour after the meals, we should be consuming 1 glass of water, so that our metabolism will improve and we will be able to, our food gets digested faster. So what about the water intake between the meals? There are so many controversies about it. Generally, what I have understood over the years, we should be able to eat that food which we will not need water to drink. That means our food should be soft, juicy, not that hard, not that spicy, not that salty. So what to eat means your body will only tell you while you try to touch the food with your own palms, the amount of oil you used for cooking, you will get to know when you touch the food, or the amount of thirst you are feeling soon after consuming the food. That will tell you how much extra percent of oil you have used. So we don't need too many people to tell us what to eat. Our body itself is a beautiful machine, beautiful, it's the God inside will tell us everything. So the other half is only for the food intake. I'm repeating again, it is only for Atiti Devo Bhava, according to Sanatana Dharma. So only if Aditi comes to our house, we should feed them stomach full. If we are at our own houses, we need not to eat stomach full every day. There is food availability every time for the next meal also. What used to happen with our ancestors, they were not sure when will be the availability of food for them. So they used to eat a little more than required for the fat consumption, etc., fat reserve, storage, etc. But in India or anywhere in the world today, 2026, we don't need to eat for the next meal. So preferably half of the stomach, means the first burp that we get, that means body is saying stop it. So if you see the spiritual aspect of how much to wait, how, if you fill the dustbin, how much will you spill? If how much will you fill in the dustbin? If you start filling it more, it will start spilling, right? So in the physical body, the symptoms of overspilling is vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, acidity, all these. I don't mind that I'm talking in more of medical terms. You're all teenagers, you're all well educated, so prevention is better than cure. So meditation is good for soul, but then what about the body? Does that mean will you eat whatever comes to your heart and mind, and then you will end up your life just like that? So how much to eat is always half of the stomach. When to eat? Will you eat and just sleep off at nights? Will you eat and just continue to sit and work for hours together? You might have seen people around you, right? There is obesity everywhere. Comparatively last 10-15 years, we see lot of obese cases in our clinics also. One of the reasons for obese, according to the analysis, is emotional eating patterns. Of course, meditation will help all of you to stop that emotional eating. What is emotional eating versus conscious eating? Just I just, Kriti is my employee, for example. I shouted at her saying, why did you like do like this? So she felt bad and she don't know how to control her emotions, what to do. So she will end up eating ice creams, not one or two, 10 ice creams. That is called as emotional eating. Whenever you are scared, whenever you are depressed, whenever you are angry, frustrated, you don't know how to take those emotions in a positive manner. So people generally end up with eating too much out of their control, and that is called as emotional eating pattern. So versus what is conscious eating pattern? Whatever emotion, we should not be driven with it. We should eat only when we are hungry. This is a fundamental principle in naturopathy, which not everybody speaks of. When to eat, how much to eat, what to eat is beyond. What is conscious eating? Conscious eating means eating when you are hungry. When you are hungry means what? When your body needs. Only when your body needs, you should eat. Why should you eat when your body doesn't need it? So this is very important. Now, when you do this, what happens eventually? Your the more you consume, there is a simple equation here. How, what do you consume and how much your body burns it. This should be always balanced. If you are eating more calories and your body is not giving, you are not giving such sufficient physical activity, and calories are not burnt, we will end up with excess weight. Or you are eating very less but you are working really more and more physically, there are chances for weight loss to happen. Both are not in fact correct. So, what you eat and what you burn should always be in balance. So, in simple terms, leave about whether you really need to do weight loss or not. That is not my intention here to propagate weight loss. We should always respect our body the way it is. Sometimes, whatever we eat, how much ever we eat, we may not lose weight. So, that is about, there are some genetic factors there, or there are so many factors related to metabolism or underlying diseases, etc. But fundamentally, what we have to remember is eating when we are hungry. So, what happens when you are hungry? If you ask me, Prasanna, why are you repeatedly telling? Because I'm not putting butter. I have heard my patients telling, "What is hungry, Prasanna?" I've never felt it. Only when I was a child, I felt it. As I became an adult, then how will you eat? Very simple. 2 o'clock, my meeting ends. So I will eat by 2 o'clock to between 3 o'clock before my next meeting starts. Oh, do you feel hungry at 2? I'm not sure. I just eat because that is the time I get between one meeting to another. That means what? You are actually not aware when your body was hungry. Eventually, you ended up to be busy. I know we are all in living in corporate society. We may not always get time to eat when we are actually hungry. So, what to do next? At least sip some water or carry some soaked nuts in your pockets, or some cucumber or cut carrot just like that in pocket, where you can even just go to restroom and eat it off. Or if you are a very busy person, the most busiest corporate job you are doing in the world, set your body. Do you believe if I say our body will listen to us and work according to us? Because it's the first and the most best friend ever. It will never ditch us. Any human may ditch us, but our bodies will not. So eventually you can communicate with the body. Start on Sundays, eat between the time where you have to eat next day in your office. For example, you have to eat at 2 o'clock only. Try to feed something by 10:30. So in the gap of 4 hours, it will start sending cravings and hunger sensation to you. Hope you are understanding what I am trying to convey. Try to communicate with your body and set your hunger routine. That is also a good way. So you can always start your day with drinking good amount of water, and then start your regime. That is very important, that we pass bowels and then only start eating. I see many a times people drinking coffee or tea to set their to let their bowels out. That is not a correct way as per naturopathy. Conscious eating means what is your body digesting, assimilating, sending out what is not required. All this comes along the way. So it's very simple to follow is a good regime of how much to eat, half of the stomach, when to eat, preferably when we are hungry, preferably, and nighttime dinner should be at least 2.5 hours difference between our food intake and sleep. Why? Because when to eat, the policy, of course, I followed for many years. Before sunset, we generally ask people to eat. Before sunset means maybe by 6:30. May not be possible for all of us, but at least there should be gap of 2.5 hours. Why? Because soon after we lie down, because of the gravity, there will not be proper digestion happen. Secondly, as the sun sets, the fire, the Jataragni inside our body will reduce, and eventually the metabolism will slow down and we will not be able to digest the food properly. Third one, we have something called circadian rhythm. Just like that, Kriti ji gave me a particular time of, Madam, 7 to 7 to 7:30 is your time schedule to speak. Just like that, each of our body has got 2 hours of its time to function the best. For example, Morning 3 to 5 is our lungs, 5 to 7 is our large intestine. Just like that, now what happens? I'm sorry. Yeah, so what I wanted to tell you is each of the organ will be given 2 hours of its time. Just like that, the liver also. So now, if we just end up eating and then lying down off, I'm talking about the nighttime food, there will be a load. Stomach has to digest, and then there will be work for the large intestine, liver, etc. Everything goes little forward and forward and forward. Imagine again, you will get up by morning 6:30, 7. By then the whole of the repair and rejuvenation will not happen. Nights are for rejuvenation and repair, remember this. So if you should be getting 6 to 6.5 hours of sound sleep for this rejuvenation and repair to happen. So if we end up eating late night and sleep off, there are chances for the repair and rejuvenation to go down over the years, leading to lot of physical issues. So what I believe is only when our physical body is healthy, we will be able to serve spiritually well to the society. So it is important that we take good care of our physical body. Meditation is not just only for the body. Meditate, you by now you might have understood what are the various benefits of meditation. One of the benefit is a healthy physical body, but along with meditation, conscious eating is very important. Lastly, what to eat, what not to eat. As per yogic diet, the food is classified into sattva, rajas, and tamas. So now what happens, you might have heard, if anyone has met Patriji while he was on the earth plane, he repeatedly used to propagate, even today all of us propagate about vegetarianism. One of the reasons why we propagate about vegetarianism is it has more of sattva predominance in it. Sattvic nature, the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, seeds, all of it are sattva predominant. When it comes to tamas and rajas, what are they? Rajas means high salty, high spicy packed foods. So being teenagers, being adults, we end up eating all the packaged, labeled, processed foods as much as possible. Now, very simple. One of you can try preparing any particular dish at your home and try to observe how long is it staying without stinking. Just go purchase the same product outside and come back and see the label. They say from the time of manufacturing so many days. I wonder, why is it staying for so long? Because of the additives and adulteration and processing that happened, which we generally don't do in our house. Getting my point? So when we eat more of such foods, which they are more of no energy. So tamas means no energy. They don't have any energy in that food, but we just eat for the sake of filling our tummies. Now what happens eventually? We will not have energy to meditate, no energy to walk and do physical activity, no energy to meet friends, socialize ourselves, but only thing we do is lie down, watch our mobiles, Insta and Facebook, because that doesn't need energy much. My intention is not to judge anyone or insult anyone. What I'm trying to convey you here is, when you eat more pranic foods, there will be enriched prana within your body. If you do not have prana in the food that you eat, there will not be enough prana inside your body. So that is point number one. Point number two, more of like yesterday's foods or day before yesterday, more of refrigerated foods, when you preserve it for longer time in refrigerator also, there won't be much life within that. So preferably sattvic foods. If you think I'm talking about, I'm trying to relate only spirituality, studies says that sattva predominant individuals will flourish well, both professionally, personally, and they do well for the society as per the research it says. Repeating again, we are what we eat. So when we eat more of sattva predominant foods, that is more fruits, more vegetables in our day to day life, our mindset changes. Our mindset changes towards sattva, a true nature, a calm, composed mindset. So if an individual, just imagine a teenager, an adult, or our mother, our parents, a calm, composed mindset individual flourishes better than someone who is aggressive or lethargic, right? Or postponing things. Just like that. So they have done a research. They have tried to analyze the eating patterns of the sattva individuals, rajas individuals, and tamas individuals, and they tried to do analysis of guna questionnaire in them, and they felt that who eats more of vegetarian related foods, more of vegetables, fruits, fresh fruits, their mindset is positive, and they will do the best to the society. So next time when you want to ask yourself, why are you here, what are you doing here on this planet, so what you eat is not just for you or your body, but for what you contribute to the people around you and to the society you live in. So in that manner also, conscious eating is very, very important. Got my point? So what to eat, what not to eat, preferably don't think much. That's okay. Something which is staying for longer time, just avoid that. We always have healthy options today. I'm not against pizza, I'm not against ice creams. We have got healthy options for every craving that you have. But every time you get a craving, ask yourself, is it the emotional pattern of craving you're getting? Are you trying to run away from an emotion so you want to eat? Then that doesn't become conscious eating, that becomes emotional eating. So preferably go towards mindful eating pattern. The next time, try to observe your burp, try to observe your stool pattern. I want to really tell you this. How much time are you spending to pass your stools? That will tell you whether you have good fiber in the diet you have consumed previous day or not. Or are you taking some pain to pass the stools? Whether your stools does it stink really bad, that means you didn't consume good amount of water previous day. So our own body, through the form of stools, urine, sweat, and our sleep will tell us whether we are healthy or not, whether we are eating healthy or not. So these are the ways that the body is trying to communicate with us. Just try to listen, use your meditation, the power of meditation, whatever awareness that you are building through meditation practice. Try to start observing your bodily movements also. Whether you are able to sleep well, do you have sound sleep at nights, or is it disturbed? Then you have to cross check, what did you eat for your dinner, what did you eat during your evening snacks? Was it too oily, was it too spicy? Likewise, just try to correlate. Then the kind of, are you really feeling hungry? That is also one of the important ways, the fifth signal that the body gives. Repeating again, the stool passage, urine color, urine smell, sweat smell, hunger, and sleep. These are the five signs that I suggest and I recommend to all my clients to every day. You can just stick by the before you sleep, along with whatever you practice, gratitude, meditation, spiritually. Try to do this for your physical health. So physical health again, what do you contribute? That is what is important here. If you want to contribute for a larger population, definitely this body is like a vehicle, right? That is what I have believed. I told you now, meditation and naturopathy both played a important role in my life. I don't want to leave anything for the another. So that's how I have included and try to. I do preach the same to everyone who come to me. If at all you want to sit for 25-30 minutes or 1 hour, 2 hours in meditation, imagine your body has to cooperate. Your legs, your hands, your spine. Now imagine last 25 minutes I'm sitting without the support. What if I end up with back pain? Will I be able to sit for meditation aram se? No. So you have to eat good food consciously, so that every part of your cell, every part of your organ of your body will get nourishment through the food that you are consuming. Does that mean food is everything? No. Food is not everything. Along with food, we need sufficient physical activity, we need sunlight exposure, we need to spend some time in nature. Can it be park or any forest once in a while? Breathing exercises, pranayama, and meditation. All these are like combo package to live a healthy, happy life. And when it comes to healthy, health doesn't always confine to only physical level. It doesn't mean that a person looks good, they are healthy at physical level. We don't consider them as healthy. As per World Health Organization, it is about how is their physical body, how is their mental health, are they coping up with the stress that the life gives them, how are they socially, are they scolding people, are they getting frustrated with the people around, or are they calm and composed socially, how are they emotionally, how are they? Spiritually, how are they working towards their soul evolution, soul propagation? Next, what are they doing for the society, for the environment they live in? All this together only, not said by me or anyone. It's the WHO has defined health like this. Holistic health is very important. So as youth, it is our prime duty to we work on ourselves and we teach the same to everyone who comes to our path. Yeah, that's all for today from my side.
Thank you so much, Lakshmiji. It was an informative session. I really loved it, and I hope everyone loved it. Especially the point where you said that your body knows when to eat and when not to eat. And I experienced this. Like I don't eat in the morning exactly when I wake up. I don't feel like hungry at that time, and it's like after 2 or 4 hours when I feel like, okay, now I'm hungry,
Correct.
I should make my breakfast and eat it.
True.
And for that, like I was kind of scolded also, like why everyone is eating, why do you are not eating? So I really like it was so relatable that it's true. You should listen to your body.
That's
Thank
very
you so
important.
much.
Yeah.
We open for the questions now. If anyone wants to share anything, if anyone has any question, they can put it in the chat or they can unmute themselves as well. Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you for the beautiful session, Dr. Prasanna. So, I just have one question which we often hear people saying you should eat according to time. Okay, even if you're hungry or not, when it is time, you should eat. I feel like for some reason, I feel even if it is time, if you're not hungry, you're not supposed to eat. What should be the right decision to make?
Right decision to make is you should be eating when you are hungry, but you should also set a particular time for your body to feed. So if you are hungry by night 11:30, 12, will you feed your body? Then when will the organs rest and repair and rejuvenate? So you should tune your body. It may take 10 days, 20 days to few 2 months for few of us. We have to set our body that it feels hungry in the certain intervals. So preferably between 8:30 to 10 in the mornings for breakfast, 12:30 to 2:30 for lunch, and from 7 to 8:30 for dinners is preferably above 20, above 18-year-old adult should feed themselves. Until 18, there are so many things here: an infant, a toddler, a teenager. Their energy patterns are different, the calories they take are different. So we can't ask them to eat only 3 times a day. They will eat in between also, they will feel more hungry in between also. But post 18, until and unless we are not in any physical activity or too much of, like, our profession doesn't demand too much of physical activity, our calorie intake eventually goes down comparatively. So we need not to eat too many times. We can cut short our meals to two, or today we speak a lot about intermittent fasting. Again, not for
Yes.
again, it differs which age group you belong to. Intermittent fasting is not for everyone, but definitely a age group of 22 to lifelong, we can go with two meals a day. So one, two big meals a day with a gap of just 8 hours. A morning 10 o'clock, if you have your larger meal, you can finish off your second meal by 6 o'clock, and then you don't take anything till next day 10. Of course, you have to drink good amount of water. Keep yourself well hydrated. Intermittent fasting is one of the best thing that you can do to your body, but you can just try to take consultation either from naturopath or ayurveda and take a decision. We have certain parameters. I should not say this on a social platform that you can all of us can go with if, not all of us can go, but yeah, what I'm trying to tell you, other days of the meal, it's your wish, but try to set your night meal properly. Because study says that the late we eat, that is loading our liver is one of the, if at all I meet that liver as a human, I will just go hug. That's the beauty of liver. I heard it from my teacher that liver rejuvenates very faster. Even if half of the liver is damaged, the other half will ensure that the person will survive in a healthy manner. That's the beauty of liver. It will not leave us, it will not ditch us till the end of our life. That's the beauty. It, even someone who drinks alcohol for years together, we can still, if the person stops alcohol, liver will forgive that person and starts healing itself. That's the beauty of liver. But now what is happening, we are trying to mimic certain population here. I'm not judging anyone again, but somewhere we are trying to mimic someone whom we never met. So a mimicking of eating late, mimicking of looking at something, watching, binge eating. Have you heard that statement, binge eating? We meet our friends for binge eating parties, binge watching parties. So all this is, more of like, what to say, the younger generation is doing it. I'm not against any of this. Once in a while it is okay, but every day if you are doing it, liver needs rest. Liver works the best between 1 to 3. Ash, your name is Ash Onina. I'll just tell a quick example. Give me 2 minutes, Kriti. I have
Sure.
a toddler of 20 months. I told to Kriti. She came and she cried and went. Na? She's 20 months old. Um, I fed her salt while she was 15 months old. Many pediatricians told me why we can start salt by 1 year, but then I wanted to try some naturopathy on her. And 15th month only she was demanding. She didn't wanted to eat, so I started adding little salt. But then in her 15th month, somewhere, her meal time is by 7:38. I will end off. I had a session like this between 9 to 10. She was crying repeatedly and her father didn't knew what to do. He fed a banana to her at 9 o'clock. Generally we end by 7 o'clock, even adults in our family. That night, you don't believe, Ash, throughout my life I've been telling people that 1 to 3 is the time liver works, so it is important that we have to finish dinner early. She was awake from 1 to 3. She was not crying. She was not cranky. She just sat, got up and sat. I don't know what to do. I didn't understand. This girl from the time of her birth has a very good sleep pattern. Why did she get up? I didn't understand. Then when I woke her father, he said, "Is that the reason she's getting that acid reflux and not sleeping?" So the late night, whatever she has put, her body didn't accept. You may ask me, Yes, madam, I've been eating or I've seen people eating, but they will have sound sleep. Very simple. She's young. Her body is pure. We are all old enough that our bodies are already damaged, so it won't hurt us much now, but in our 40s and 50s it will hurt. Have you heard people telling that I'm not getting sleep properly, I'm having disturbed sleep at night?
Yes.
You might have not heard people telling in their 20s and 30s. They will tell only in their 40s and 50s. Why? Body waited for 35, 40 long years for the person to change their lifestyle. Since the person is not ready to change, now body is throwing out the symptoms. Did it make sense to you what I wanted to convey just in
Yes.
simple terms?
Yes. 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 And
Early
I
dinner
have
is very important for a healthy life. Yeah.
understood. So I have one more doubt. Please help me clarify this. So I am somebody who was brought up with the saying that you should not go to sleep on an empty stomach. Okay, I know this doesn't make sense, but this was what
No,
I was
no.
brought up
I
saying.
will tell you.
So,
No, no, no. That is correct. I will tell you why.
so
It's
now
what
it started making sense to me that you should act only when you sleep in an empty stomach, your body will get maximum amount of rest is what I understood in the recent days. But to rewire this pattern, like I'm not able to go sleep on an empty stomach. This is
we can
yeah.
never. Why? Because there are few things to understand here.
Okay.
When you are not hungry, first of all, if you have again the body, you might have heard or we might have studied that body needs 3 hours for the food to get digested. Food to get digested will vary depending upon what we are eating: fats, proteins, carbs, or only carbs, or more fats, more proteins. What I'm trying to tell you, if you have more proteins and fats in the afternoons and you didn't do any physical activity, you may not feel hungry by night 9 or 10 also sometimes. So you will end up sleeping thinking you are not hungry, so you will sleep off. But then what happens again, you will start feeling by 11:30, 12, or sometimes 1 o'clock, because of which you will not be able to sleep properly. In empty stomach, when you are hungry, you can't sleep properly. Second thing is, again, so now, uh, if you are not hungry but then still again you stuff and you sleep, that is also bad. What to do? You have to be conscious while you are eating your lunch. That is called, we call it as portion eating. So in your plate you should always scan like Chitti Robo how much carbs, how much protein, how much fats. You don't need a nutritionist for this. If you have studied science well in your 7th, 8th, ninth, you will know what food has what in it, is it not? So portion eating is important. More protein also not required, more fat also not required. Balanced amount of protein, fat, carb. If you eat in the afternoon, you will feel aram se hungry by night. Once in a while, when you have parties, when you are eating socially, that is okay, but not all 30 days of a month you will be doing that, right? So start with portion eating ish, so that you will feel hungry by night 7:38, so you can have your meal. Second one, breakfast like a king and dinner always like a beggar, because we don't need much energy at night time. So you need not to stuff as much as what you did for morning and afternoon. You can have light meal, as light as possible in the nights. You can even have fruits and sleep also. But over the days, what I have understood looking at people around, fruits have got highest prana, highest. So when you eat highest prana, you can't be lethargic and you sleep. You will be active, you want to meditate. So on those Purnima, the full moon, new moon days, you can go with fruits. Other days, you can have light meal and sleep. This is a balanced version of, you should not go empty stomach. You may go low sugar levels next day morning also. You should not go empty stomach, because you will not have sound sleep at night times because of hunger. So preferably consciously eat your afternoon lunch. Got my point?
Yes, yes, I did. So, in the period of transition, just give me one tip, okay? For let's say midnight cravings. I was somebody who used to
You can
have food.
have apple,
Okay.
so almonds, cashews, they're all tasty to consume just like that.
Yes, yes. Thank you
Banana.
so much.
Start with fruits and nuts. Yeah, midnight craving, start with fruits and nuts.
Great. Thank you so much.
Shall we, can I leave, Kritiji? She's crying.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone has any other questions? I think Himank, your question is answered. Susanna ji, do you want to ask any question? I hope that you unmuted yourself. No. Yeah, that's fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now we will go ahead with the Patriji's message.
Thank you for the opportunity again, Kritiji.
It's all Paima, ma'am.
Sorry
Thank
if
you
I
so much.
couldn't do the enough justice.
No, we all
You
loved your session.
you
Thank you
did
so
great. Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much for sharing all your wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Bye, all of you. Happy Sunday ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
There are people who are eating meat. Yes?
Yes, sir.
How many?
Many, many, many.
Billions.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we ask those meat eaters, why don't you conduct an experiment? For 1 week, stop eating meat and see what happens. What would be your experience? Conduct an experiment. Okay. Have a new game. Let us see what comes out of it. Okay. He said, okay, Baba, if you are saying so, I will do that experiment. So for 1 week, he stops eating meat. Then I go to him and ask him, what was your experience? It was horrible. I was missing my meat. Okay, I will never talk to you again. I will never fall into your trap. So he goes back to meat eating. It's okay. He has expressed it, that he didn't like that experiment. He wanted that meat badly. Okay. Another person, the same experiment. He says, it was very good. I felt very light. For the first time, I felt some life in my body, my mind. Thank you for giving me that experiment, that suggestion of not eating meat for 1 week. Okay. Now I have decided to leave meat forever. So I have collected many such examples. I listened to their expressions, expression of their experience. I gave them experiments. So I heard lakhs of people doing that experiment and finding that they were very happy when they left red meat. Okay. But they said, I want at least chicken. Red meat is okay, bad. I left it, but I want chicken. Then some people say, can I take fish? At least they left something. And finally people said, no meat at all, no chicken, no fish, not even egg. I am very happy. So I give this experiment to everybody. Why don't you try? If you don't like it, okay, go back to your red meat. Okay, and reap the hell. Who cares? Okay, but there is a choice here. Okay, you see what it is. Experiment with vegetarian food, with no meat food, with no chicken food, with no fish food, with no egg food, and see what it is. And large number of samples collected all over the world, we have come to the conclusion that vegetarian is the best for everybody. Okay, they may not like it or they may like it, but the truth is truth. Truth comes out of large-scale experimentation. Truth comes out of large-scale experimentation. So we have come out with the truth that everybody should become a vegetarian. Okay. Even in vegetarian food, there are many types of vegetarian foods. Don't go with garlic, we say. Okay. No, garlic is vegetarian. Okay, it's vegetarian, it is not good. Okay. In America, we find people putting sambar in fridge and next year they eat that sambar. It's very wrong. Okay. So that's wrong. Don't put something, the cooked foods in the deep fridge and eat next year. They don't have any time for cooking every day. Very stupid people are there in America. Okay. And don't put in microwave. Okay. Instant heating at high voltage. It kills all the energy in the food. No microwave. So eat with microwave, eat without microwave. You see the difference.
Just wow, how beautifully Patriji sir said that everyone has to eat sattvic food, not even one day before food. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's move ahead with the next segment. That is, if you haven't yet registered for the Awakening Youth Fest, which is happening from 30th of July to 2nd of August, please do that. It is like the amazing thing that you can ever feel and experience. Amazing people that you never even thought that you can actually meet. Amazing energy that you never even hoped that you could actually have in you. Just please go there. It's the amazing thing that you can ever experience. If you haven't registered, it will be like circulated. It is actually getting circulated in all of your groups. So please do that because there are limited seats. So yeah, that's it. We'll meet you next Sunday for week 16 of Spark. Ignite your inner self. Hope to see you soon. Thank you, everyone.